Hey everyone, and welcome back for another episode of our SPY series, How to Trade SPY Every Day Profitably. That's the series, but we play it on the 30-minute chart. Okay? That's what the setup is. We're still using the Strat, but we're trading it strictly on the 30-minute chart. And I'm just trying to show you guys how you could play just SPY alone every single day and have profit. So we'll get right into this. I'm on the replay right now. This is the very first bar of September 20th, the first 30-minute bar of September 20th. So the first thing I do, the market opens, we can put this blue line in here to represent the flip, whether the day is green up above or red down below. So I put that bar in for a visual effect. Now, we are closer to going 2 down on this setup. Okay, I do want to mention, so we were inside bar for a lot of the day, and I had somebody actually ask me, would you trade this on an inside bar? Would I trade it? I probably would. There's other people that wouldn't. So Cyberdog or Jermaine on Twitter, one of the main stratters, he doesn't trade inside bars. He just does. That's his rules, and that's fine. That's his rules. He has his rules. Everybody else has their own rules. You can trade inside bars. Just something he doesn't do. Would I have done it? I probably would trade an inside bar. Okay, so let's look at SPY. First 30-minute bar, we're closer to going 2 down. So if we open the next bar, and watching the way this thing played out, we came down and then we came back up. We crossed this trigger multiple times. And that's the difficulty of playing on an inside day. You take that risk of getting chopped out. So I'm going to go down to the 5-minute bar and I want to show you guys this. So if this right here is the opening bar, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here at this point is the first 30-minute close. First 30-minute bar. And then we open the next 30-minute bar. And we open and we come down through that trigger, but we reverse. Okay, and then we come back through that trigger and we reverse. And through the trigger and reverse. So this is a very tough play on an inside bar. I wouldn't want to risk a whole lot, to be honest with you, while it's still trading on an inside bar. So right here, if I don't bust through that trigger and go for a little bit of a run, like this is a big target to hit, especially on an inside day. But if this isn't going for a run and it's just going to chop back and forth through that trigger line, I'm just going to cut my losses. I'm not going to wait for it to hit 50% up here. I'm going to cut my losses and I'm going to take my lumps and I'll move on to the next trade. So if we go on to the next bar, yes, it opens and it comes back through, but again, we didn't hit the target and then it reverses. Okay? Unfortunately, that's what it is. So if this is me and I'm thinking I'm out of this trade and I want to get back into it, that becomes my next trigger. So we triggered and came down, but we didn't hit targets. Again, we just reversed back through. So again, I'm taking my losses there. If it's hopping around the trigger lines, I'm not wasting my time. So if you took profits on this, that's great. You likely took a loss though on those first 2 trades. Now let's go to the next candle. And again, that's the importance of looking at an inside day and why you shouldn't trade it and where you need to manage your risk if you do and how you need to manage it. So here's the next bar that opens. I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit so you guys get a clearer picture. So now we go 2 up. So if you're looking at it and you take your trigger there, do you take this trade? I'm hoping your answer was no. So I was on a one-on-one yesterday with a guy, and he took a trade very, very similar to this. And it failed exactly like this one failed. And I asked him, right? I talked to him and I said, this is why I think it failed. And it's my opinion. I'm an expert in my opinion. You don't have to listen to it. But it's my opinion, and this is why I believe it didn't work. And it comes down to the Strat principles. Time frame continuity. The hourly was green. The daily was still red when we broke through this trigger. The day doesn't flip to green until we're above. So this is not a trade that I would have taken. I want the hourly and the daily to be green for sure. So my next play, if I'm looking for calls, I'm looking for that to trigger to the upside past here. So once we trigger, I know the hourly is green. I know the daily is green. So if we go to the next candle and see what happens, we come through it, okay, and we hit targets. So now there's two ways to play this. We triggered, the hourly is green, the daily is green, the weekly is also green, and the more that we have green, that's just higher probability that that trade works out. So now, where do we put our stop losses? Now, on an inside day, you could very well just, if it hits that target, and I'm sure it didn't stay there very long. My guess is it hit and it came right back down. I was out of the house most of the day. I didn't really get to watch SPY, but this is how we're going to do our review, and I'll tell you exactly how you should have played it or could have played it. I'm going to clone that, and that becomes our next target up top. So we're looking to hit that second target now. You can put your stop loss there at break even. If you miss this and you want to get out with profit, fair enough, get out with profit. So we go to the next candle. Okay, so now we come through that target. We open and we came through that target. So if it's me, my stop loss moves to that target. Okay, and that way when it comes through, I know I have left that trade with profit. If you left it here, whoops. I gotta get it out. If you left your stop loss down there, well, you broke even and you missed your opportunity. You missed your opportunity on a chance to take profit on a trade. So realistically, if you did that, then you're 0 for 3 on the day. But you should be, based off of it trading an inside bar, you should have been 2 losses and a win. Okay, so now we'll go to the next bar. Let's see what happens. So we opened here, we closed down here. So we're looking for that 2 down, 2 up, 2 down reversal, and we get it. So now, where does our stop loss go? We're going to put in some targets here so we know exactly what we're looking at. Okay, so the targets, as we've talked about, become the bottom of the wicks. There's 1 target. There's 2 targets. Okay, and then we've got a 3rd target here that we'll look at if we get that far. There is 1 more that I missed. I'll take that one as well. There's another one right there. Okay. Okay, so now we've triggered. Okay, we've gone through this bar. We've gone through our trigger. We're in the trade. We come to the first target. Where did my... There we go. I need my stop loss bar. Where does your stop loss go? So there's 2 spots that you can put it. Number 1, at that trigger that we initially jumped in. But now we've come through 2 targets. Now because these 2 targets are so close, I will give myself an extra little bit of room there. And I'm going to make that first target my stop loss. Okay, so we came back through the first one. And like I said, because this is... What do we have here for a difference? It's 84.20. It's 10 cent difference. So I'm leaving it at that first target for sure. And then we'll see what happens if we come back through. So we go to the next bar. There you have it. So we open and we came back up. And unfortunately, if you had your stop loss there, you get stopped out. Okay? But here's the thing. You can get back into this trade right there. Okay? That becomes your 2-2 continuation. And you're in the trade. And look at this. You hit your second target. So you didn't miss anything. I mean, you missed a little as it came back up. And you missed a little bit of profit here. So this trade, this first one that we talked about, should have put you at a 2-2 win rate. The next one should have put you at a 3-2 win rate. Okay, and now, so where do you move your stop loss to? For me, I'm leaving that trade with profit. So I'm moving it back down again. Okay. We go to the next bar. Simple, right? Down to the next target. That's where your stop loss is. Now, the next targets are way, way down here. So if you want, because there are no other targets, I don't mind if you guys move your stop losses down here if you want. If you want to make sure that you're leaving with profit. And I want to mention, guys, at this point, we're out of that inside day already. Okay, so we're past we're out, we've broken out of that inside bar. Okay, so we go to the next candle and we come right back up through. There you go. So again, you could have taken a stop loss here, you could have taken a stop loss here. Either way, your profit isn't that much. And we get so focused, guys, on winning the most money we can. We need to win the most. We need to be the best. Don't think like that. Take profit. Take profit. Take profit. Let the candlestick stop you out, or let the targets stop you out. Okay? That's the way you need to play it. Don't focus on dollar values. Don't focus on P&Ls, percentages. Just let the candlesticks and the targets stop you out. So we're at 12 o'clock here. Let's go to the next bar. And now we start trending back up again. Now again, we looked at this before. Would you take this trade? No, you wouldn't. I wouldn't. Okay? I'm not taking that trade. I'm not taking this trade down here because that day is still red. I want that day to be green. Okay? I need that day to be green in order for me to jump into a trade. Those are my rules. There's the next candle. We still haven't broke above this blue line. So we're coming into half an hour before the end of the day. I'm done on this stuff. Okay? I'm not trading it anymore. That's the last bar. And that's your day, guys. You should have been a winner again on SPY. You get 2 losses early on, and you should have taken profits on this trade. You should have taken profits on this trade, and you should have taken profits on this trade. Okay? 1, 2, 3 wins, 2 losses, and I guarantee you those 3 wins would have been more than those 2 losses that you endured. Okay? So again, that's day 6. We have another win, another great day on SPY, regardless of the start of that inside bar. And you can see when you have those inside bars how choppy it gets and how it bounces around. And then we break out of it and we get our gains. So if you're on Twitter, I'm on Twitter. Make sure you're subscribing down below. Click the bell. Get in on the Discord. The link is in the description below. And we'll look forward to doing episode 7 of this tomorrow with you guys. Good luck trading on Wednesday, guys. I wish you nothing but the best. And we'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.